That's it. The first challenge of 2025 is done. The ultimate goal of this challenge was a bit intangible. There wasn't a scale, there wasn't a measurement. It was really about how I feel. I'm currently on vacation, and I knew that we had long flights coming up and that I was really having some pain that could be made worse by sitting on planes and on questionable modes of transportation. So I knew that I needed to do something, anything I could, to gently and reasonably prepare my body for a journey. The biggest drivers for doing this challenge has been the tightness I've been having in my lower hip, wrapping around and into my upper thigh, and it has been hurting in rotation. It's been achy when I'm walking or standing on it sometimes, and I knew long flights were not going to be good for that. My personal goals for the challenge was 14 days of yoga. I did 30 minutes every day, and I chose a slow flow class from the Apple Fitness Plus library. In addition to that, I set a goal to close my Apple rings every day, which I currently have set at 500 calorie move ring, 30-minute activity, exercise minutes, and 12 stand hours. The only supplemental activity I did to close my rings was walking. I didn't do any cycling. I didn't do any strength training. I just wanted to focus on mobility, stretching via yoga, and really preparing myself for a lot of walking on vacation. I did go to the chiropractor one time on day 13, also in preparation for my trip. I go about every 6 weeks regularly. So that wasn't something that's out of the ordinary for me. And I was happy to hear he completely agreed with my activities for preparing myself. Something that my chiropractor said that I definitely could see as true in my body was that walking wasn't always going to feel like the best activity for loosening up my hip, but not walking would have more dire effects for the mobility of my hip. As far as any nutritional changes, I really didn't make any. I know everybody jumps into, weight loss and diets January 1st, and eventually that's coming for me, but I'm not there mentally, especially knowing that we were going into a 10-day vacation a couple weeks into the year. I didn't want to set myself up for failure. So I ate as I normally have been. Not the greatest. I do enjoy fruits and vegetables and healthier foods in general, but I also didn't not eat the Christmas JoJo's from Trader Joe's that I had left either. I know that I can become obsessive about counting calories when that's the route that I go. And I knew that doing that for 2 weeks and then being on vacation and maybe trying to continue doing that wasn't going to be the right move for me. It also didn't serve my ultimate goal of being comfortable while I traveled and increasing mobility in my hip and releasing my lower back. So I didn't see the point of adding that stressor. More to come in future challenges. We'll see where the rest of this year leads. So, what are the results? I would say for a woman in her 40s with some yoga experience in her background, 30 minutes of slow flow yoga can definitely make a difference in your body. Yes, in just 2 weeks. I am hiking up and down crazy stairs here on vacation. We rode on a van, bouncing through back roads for about an hour yesterday after walking 2 miles with about 30 pounds on my back from the airport. I had 2 flights that were a total of about 5 travel hours, and I've slept in 3 different beds since my own, and I am feeling really good. I am shocked at the lack of soreness in my lower back and how the range of motion in my hips and how it's feeling. So I'd say challenge number 1 for 2025 was a huge success. For the rest of 2025, I am looking to continue with challenges and programs that I see advertised or that I have apps for that people are often looking at and wondering, does that work for me? So follow along and see if they work for a woman in her 40s who has always been a little bit active, but it's been a bit and is looking to get back into it. I hope you join me, and please send me recommendations for future challenges. I have some ideas, but I am excited to get more, and I'm glad you're here.